Hi, this is Mario Andretti, and you're tuned into Cam, Graydon, and the team as Stickers and Scuffs podcast. They're true Canadian racing fans.
This episode of the Stickers and Scuffs podcast has been brought to you by Remax Jack. Jack provides a friendly, customer-driven service in search for homes and provides excellent details on the market, values, and trends in buying and selling. Jack has been able to work with Cam on his search and always makes himself available when he has a question. Remax Jack will help you if you're looking to buy or sell a home within the GTA. He's who Cam K trusts to find his next home, and he should be yours too. Remember, call Remax Jack and start to pack. For more information, go to remaxjack.ca.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Stickers and Scuffs podcast. Cam K, and it's BMO in the house today in place of Braden Bunn. He's on vacation in the Bahamas or Turks and Caicos, just living life,
avoiding the snow.
Fullest. Yeah, exactly. Right, letting us do all the heavy lifting right now.
Yeah.
But Mason Collver is joining us today, and Mason, thank you so much, man, for coming in and joining us. It's been a long time coming. You were one of the guys that wanted to come in really early, and it's just like every time watch you on the schedule, it wasn't going to work out, and then so we finally got you on here, and we're excited, man. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We got to get started, buddy, with well, worst off. I mean, you know, we'll start with where do you actually race out of?
So I live in Strathroy, and my home track is the Grand Bend Speedway, but
Okay.
I alternate every other weekend between Grand Bend and Full Throttle.
Oh, that's perfect. We actually, I think for both of us, Brian, like we aren't as familiar with either one of those speedways. So where is Grand Bend located?
So actually, it's right by the drag strip. It's a separate place, a separate gate and admission and stuff, but it's right beside there, right behind the road course there.
Okay.
I mean, so one of the things I guess we're curious is what kind of other divisions run out of Grand Bend?
So Grand Bend, there's the junior late models, there's the mini sprints, there's the mini trucks, they got mini stocks there. They also got a pro stock division, which is kind of bigger cars. Like last year they had like a couple late models, they had a couple more like V8 stocks, really whatever showed up all together in that class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they also they're talking about doing a couple new ones this year, new divisions. I'm not sure what's happening with those. Maybe some school bus racing and some crazy trains, but that's in the talks. I don't know what they're doing quite yet. And then they also have like the legends go there. They got the four cylinder modified class, couple things like that.
So which one do you race in?
The mini trucks.
Mini trucks.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotta know, man. What the hell's a mini truck?
So basically, they're a scaled down version of a NASCAR truck, 1/4, I believe. So they're basically just a bigger junior late model. The junior late models run a 9 horse. We have a 13, and then we also have shocks, and they don't.
Okay.
So, yeah, we go a little bit quicker and a little more adjustment and things to learn. A little more fun too.
What type of motor do you have in there?
So it's a Honda GX390, 13 horse, but on the dynos, like they're all set up for racing. They do rev like 5,000 RPM and get up to like 19, 20 horse.
Nice.
And how many get out there on the track at one time?
Grand Bend, the car count, a good race would be like 10 trucks. But then up at Varney gets a little more trucks. Like last year, I believe we had like 18 trucks in some races.
Wow.
And I was
Big field.
talking to the owner there, Paul. He's a great guy at Motorama. He says he's got 18 registered for this year.
Ooh.
One of the
competition's tight.
Yeah, and one of the things that I'd be curious about is Full Throttle is like the banking is insane. How the hell do you not like tip over?
Oh yeah, we're pretty low to the ground, so it's nice. Yeah, the banking's fun. Full Throttle's a really fun track.
Oh, and I guess you just doing the mini trucks there, or do you do another division?
No, nope, just mini trucks for right now. Yeah.
What decided you to get into that division?
Pardon?
What made you want to get into that division?
So basically, we had one sitting in one of our other shops just for storage. We had it sitting there for I don't know how long, quite the while, and then so actually I'm kind of a late bloomer in the racing. Last year was my first full season racing.
Okay.
So in 2021, I was working at the shop with my dad, and I just kind of wanted to get into it, and we remembered we had it sitting there, so we pulled it out. We did a few races, 3 or 4 races at the end in 2021, and being the only rookie, I managed to get Rookie of the Year, and then we came out full tilt last year and had a good season.
I'm curious then, if we're talking about late bloomer, so did you do any sort of racing before 2021 or 2020?
Yeah. So I think like 8 years ago, maybe 2015.
8 years ago.
Yeah, back in 2015, my dad bought 4 junior late models because I got 2 younger brothers and 1 stepbrother. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up doing a couple races at Delaware in the junior late. I think 3 or 4 races. Yeah. And it was a fun time. Then basically at the end of that year, the next year going forward, everyone wanted to race, all my brothers, and my dad's self-employed, so it's kind of hard on the schedule to do all that for cars. And I played a lot of other sports, so basically during that stretch I was playing a lot of travel football and baseball. I didn't really have the time on the schedule. And then after COVID and stuff, working at the shop, I kind of had the urge to get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious then. Yeah, because all that time away and you just stepped in and you haven't done too bad. You've won a couple features. So I guess you just took to it. I mean, you've got the Collver last name, which if people aren't familiar, you've got now I'm curious, Trevor, is he like a blood relative of yours?
Yep. So Trevor's my cousin, actually. So my dad has 6 brothers, and
wow.
So it started with my grandpa. He was a mechanic, owned his own shop, and now pretty much all my uncles, they got 3 shops between them, and all of them work in the shop or have their own shop, kind of. So cars have been in my family for a while, I guess you could say.
You got oil in the blood, eh?
Yeah. But yeah, Trevor's awesome. Trevor's kind of my mentor. Spend a lot of time with Trevor, going to the racetrack with him at Friday nights, Monday nights, practice.
Mm-hmm.
And I had his shop. I was actually there just on the weekend working on his car, getting ready for the year. He's a great racer and a really hard worker. Teaches me a lot, so I enjoy spending time with him.
When's he going to let you drive the Superstock?
Yeah, I don't know what to see about that one. Down the road, maybe.
Well, because, I mean, one of the things that was surprising that you said junior late models race at Delaware Speedway. The speeds are insane.
So yeah, they used to run, and they actually used to run the mini trucks too on kind of the not the pit lane, but they got a little around the tech garage there, and it comes out in between turn 1 and 2.
Yeah,
so
all
there's
right.
videos out there. Yeah, they used to do that on Wednesday nights. I didn't do it for long, but yeah, they used to race those classes at Delaware.
I thought you were talking like going around the entire track. Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah, that'd be pretty long.
Well, because
around the gas.
Yeah, well, and the speeds too. Just like because I mean, we've seen a couple of junior late model wrecks, and those things can get pretty gnarly, right? Because it's essentially like the it's more show when they wreck too, right? Because the tops just kind of fly off and do all sorts of crazy things, right? But I mean, obviously the vehicles aren't that heavy either, right? Like these things are pretty light.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much the junior late models weigh now, but I know our trucks are 850 with the driver in it. And actually, a funny story. My last junior late model race, I didn't finish because I put her on the roof.
Well, you
can't.
I respect that.
Yeah, and you can't just say you put it on the roof without telling us how you did it.
Well, basically, so yeah, the junior late model, I think we did 3 races. The first time out there, we finished top 5 in the feature. It's like, oh, this racing thing's cool. Then the second week, we actually won the heat race. And I don't really remember how we did in that feature. And then, yeah, the third week there, which was the last race of the year, I think it was the heat race. I was going for a pass, learning to be a little more aggressive and centering a little deep. And caught someone's left front with my right rear and kind of just went on the roof and spun around.
Long hours in the shop after that?
Not really, because we kind of put her away and forgot about it after we sold them.
I love that that you guys race these mini, like it's like Ontario Pro Challenge, I guess, in a way, right? Like the smaller kind of vehicles. How similar are the mini trucks to like Pro Challenge and obviously to like the junior late models? Are they all like compatible in terms of speed, or is like junior late models a lot slower, Pro Challenge a little bit faster? Like where do you guys all fall in line?
I don't know much at all about the Pro Challenge cars, so I can't really speak on them, but I know the junior late models, we got a little more power and better setup and chassis, so we do go quite a bit quicker. Like,
yeah,
trying to think about lap times, like at Grand Bend, I'd have to look at Race Monitor, but I think we're around like 2 seconds quicker, maybe a little less, somewhere in there.
Yes, that's funny quick.
And well, with so obviously the junior late models mostly kids that are in those divisions, right? So, but could theoretically you fit in the junior late models still, because they look very similar in terms of sizing?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm sure you can make her work if we fit in.
Yeah, because in your division, in the mini trucks, it's like we're not talking kids, really, right? Like you're in there racing against veterans. I'm pretty sure we had talked about this, that you had said like you're racing guys that are not like 13, 14.
Yeah, so yeah, the one guy race, it's quite the age range. So the mini trucks are at Varney, they're 12 and up. Any age in Grand Bend, they've always had a rookie truck class, which is I think 12 to 16 maybe, and then the pro truck is 16 and up. But they're getting rid of that at Grand Bend this year to hopefully output the counts a little bit. But yeah, there's quite the wide age range. So one of the guys we race with, Rick Basket, he's awesome. He's actually 74, 75, I believe.
And you can still fit in that?
Pardon?
You can fit in there, not hurting his back or anything like that. Get in there and get out.
I don't know. He likes it. He has fun, but yeah. So when I first came into it 2021, there was only a couple people younger than me, but now there's a couple younger kids that have moved up from the junior late models last year. So there's the youngest kid I probably race with is 14, I believe, but probably half the class is around my age, a couple of years older, and then you got a couple people in their 40s. You got the guy in his 70s, a couple like 20, 30-year-olds, but it's quite anyone can do it. It's fun.
So, question then, you just like anyone can do it. How much does it cost for a season average, like for an average person? Could I do it? I work, a 40-hour job. Would I be able to afford this race car, or do I need daddy's money?
Yeah, that's a question.
Saw that Lance Stroll.
That's a good question, though.
I need daddy's Stroll.
That's a question a lot of people ask. So the trucks themselves, depending on the deal you get, they're actually not that cheap. They're kind of an expensive go-kart. The junior late models are the same thing. They're very pricey because like you can buy them for like $8,000, and then a real expensive like new one. Like if you're looking at building one, we got actually all the jigs and equipment to do that. It'll cost you around like $15,000 to build one. They're pretty cheap. And then during the season, like they don't use much fuel. You got your emission to get into the pits and gas to get to the track, but there's a little bit of maintenance, but it's really no crazy cost like that. Besides tires, our tires and rims are real small, but they're not very cheap either. It's like $150 for a rim, $150 a tire.
Jeez.
How long do these tires last you?
It depends. I know some people who don't go through many tires throughout the year so I don't know if you guys know this, but like when we're out there, if your truck's set up right, like you shouldn't be lifting off the gas at all. You put it to the floor and you leave it there the whole race.
Really?
It's all about angle entry, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's all about your momentum and stuff in these things, and you're carrying your speed through.
I can't really think about, because the fact you're saying that when you go into like turn one I guess even turn 3 and 4 at full throttle, because full throttle at Varney the banking is I think they said 20. Is it 20? I think it's 23 degrees banking in the corners. Like that's rivaling like what Bristol territory, is it not?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, the banking's quite cool and it's quite fun actually. And yeah, 3 and 4 at Varney can get a little tight when coming out of 4 to the wall, but it's just makes it a little more exciting on the edge of your seat.
How's the competition? Very tight, or is there like a big range of skill?
It depends on the night. Like everyone, it depends a lot on how much work you put into it as well. Like there's people out there that maybe aren't like always up at the front, but normally like the top 3, top 5 people are always really close. There's a lot of door-to-door racing. There's not a lot of the leader just taking off and leaving everyone in the dust. So it makes it exciting, good for the fans to watch.
Yeah. Amongst the drivers, is there like a lot of respect, or is there a rivalries amongst them?
No, we're a big club basically. Everyone's friends. Everyone gets along, hangs out after the races.
Yeah, I'd love to know some of the names that are in this class with you.
Yeah, so I got my good buddy Austin Arnell. He actually won both championships last year, and I finished second in both of them. Which kind of sucks. But then you got the Sims, Hayden and Carson Sim. You got Keisha Zimick.
Yep.
Rick Basket is the 7-year-old. Rick's a good guy. You got Caleb Gortz, James Verlew. There are a couple of the young kids coming in. They do awesome. They work hard. Quinn Gortz, Kevin Stark, Rob Broadhurst, they've been in it a while, kind of on and off. They used to be right into it, but haven't really been full-time since I've been doing it. Try not to forget anyone, but there's a lot of different people.
Well, it's good to have, like you said, it's very similar to some of the other clubs that we've seen, like the Outlaw Midgets or the Can-Am Midgets. So you got guys that coming in, guys and gals that are coming in each and every week. And actually, Keisha's gotten the Ladies of the Oval sponsorship for this year. So congratulations to her. And um, I'm curious, Mason, what you'd like people to know about the tracks that you race on, because I think in this might be maybe a misconception, but I don't think a lot of race fans know about them. As crazy as it is to say that, I think that they've done a great job at putting the cars on the tracks. But what is it that you want people to know about both of those racetracks that you go and participate on?
Both racetracks is a lot of fun. So first I'll start with Full Throttle, run by Paul Trepanier. He's a great guy. He does an awesome job. There's a lot of hard workers there at that track. And actually, they got quite the fan base, the locals too, that show up every weekend and make it a good time, good car counts. And they race every Saturday night. And most of the long weekends, they race Saturday and Sundays. And then, so that's basically Full Throttle. It's up in Durham by Barney, if anyone doesn't know. They got a lot more people know about that. It used to be called Delaware Speedway. They get some bigger classes there, like actually the hot rods and modifieds will be racing there this year. The Sportsman Series goes there.
Yep.
And then you got my home track, Grand Bend. Gordon Tabitha do an awesome job, work really hard, but it doesn't get all the attention it deserves, really, I believe. It's quarter-mile bull ring. Doesn't have as much banking as Varney, but it's just as much fun. And they're actually doing a whole lot of new things this year.
Yeah.
So normally they race every Saturday night, but now this year they're going to be racing every Thursday night and Saturday night.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah. And so they got so I'm just trying to think here about the new stuff they got going on this year. Oh, so now they have the Outside Groove Party Bar. It's going to be open every Saturday night till 2 a.m. after the races with live music and bands, which will be a good time.
Yeah.
And then they got a couple events going on. They got the Grand Bend Rib Fest July 13th to 16th at the track. And they also have their second annual Lights Festival, which is September 23rd. And, they also do a around the bend driving experience, which is cool. If anyone wants to check it out, you can call them and you can book a time. You can go there and you can either drive the car yourself or go for a ride along with Gord.
I don't know, Brent. That sounds right down your alley right there.
Oh, yeah. I was writing down the notes already. Mental notes. I got it earlier.
Mason, we're really happy that you took some time and joined us, but obviously you wouldn't be able to get out there and race on the track without your amazing partners. So we always like to give an opportunity to our guests to be able to thank their partners. And so definitely please take some time and thank whoever helps get you to the racetrack. And of course, who you want to personally thank, the people that help you out each and every race weekend.
Yep. I'll start off with personal thanks first. But yeah, I got to thank my dad mostly. Without him, I wouldn't be doing this. He works really hard on the truck with me too and backs me financially a little bit as well. Yeah. And of course, my mom too, my brothers, my whole family. And then another big thanks goes to Trevor, of course, my mentor. And yes, he helps me more than, he teaches me so much things. And if I'm at the track, so sadly, most of the quick races are on Saturdays, which is when I'm racing, so I don't get to go to them. But if he's at the track with his car and I'm at the track with mine, I can call him up and tell him what I'm feeling, and then he'll give me adjustments and take time out of his own busy racing day. So yeah, Trevor helps a lot, and his whole team, Daryl, his mom Sue, you got Tanner, you got Alan Gold, got a whole bunch of people helping him too, and they help me. And then I got my partners. I got Don Collver Automotive, Karis Welding, AJ DeBruin and Snap-on Tools, Your Pool Guy, and Platinum Construction.
And I guess this year we can finally say that we're going to have stickers and scuffs on a mini truck this year, and we're
Let's go.
excited to see kind of how you do, and obviously you've got a couple feature wins already, and obviously this is really exciting that we haven't had a presence. You'll be the we'll have a couple people I think at Full Throttle this year, but be the first competitor that we'll have at Grand Bend. And we're excited about that. It's not the easiest place for any of us to get to, unfortunately, but at least we can have a presence out there on board. And you're going to stay the number 20 this year?
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right. Okay, good. Because I was like, I don't know, don't be changing stuff up on us. But was there a reason why you picked number 20?
I don't know. It's kind of always been my favorite number. It's the day of the month I was born on. It's kind of something I've always done, I guess. It's what I used it's what was on the one junior late model I used too. So kind of just stuck with it.
I like the font you chose. It's nice.
Yeah.
Reminiscent of Dylan Hart a little bit. That's good.
Mason Collver, thank you so much, buddy. How can people follow along with you this season on social media for your racing season?
Yep, I got a Facebook page. It's Mason Collver Motorsports, and that's about all we use for now.
I'm looking at it right now.
Sometimes that's all you need, right? As long as you're out there. We're excited to see that number 20 go out and winning every race in the mini trucks this year. Do you have a plan for the future?
Yeah, so the plan is to focus on this year. We're going to win both championships because, second at both tracks last year was kind of a letdown, so we got unfinished business. And then after that, we're looking at getting into something new, something bigger, a new learning experience.
You got to say, what division would you be looking at?
I mean, I really like the Oscar hot rods. They're really cool. I like the Ontario Sportsman Series.
There you go.
And of course, got the super stocks, the Delaware Speedway.
Awesome. Well, I think we like all those choices, eh? BMO. I want to thank Mason Collver for joining us on the Stickers and Scuffs podcast. We'll catch you all next week.
Thanks, guys.